Hi, welcome to Tim's Show and Tell. I'm Tim,
And I'm Billy.
and in today's
Sports news.
we're going to get the bad news out of the way first. So, in Syracuse football news, according to Syracuse.com/expo, Mo Neal had 74 yards rushing and 50 rushing yards by Dante Strickland, combining for 124 rushing yards. And Taj Harris had 78 yards on 5 catches. Their last game was a 36-3 Notre Dame. Cuse in the city last game on November 17th.
You can be a little louder. You don't do that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, though.
And their next game at Boston College Eagles, 12 o'clock p.m., November 24th. Cuse football records 8-3.
Oh, I'm going to wait. Hold on. I'm going to wait until you're done with all the Syracuse news before I vent. But it's coming. It's coming.
So Syracuse men's basketball, according to newsmagician.com, Syracuse shot under 40% in both games at Madison Square Garden. The Orange went 11 for 50 from three-point range in the 2K Classic. And Oregon was ranked for a reason, and Bobo is a good player. Syracuse next game versus Colgate, 7 o'clock p.m., November 23rd. Cuse men's basketball records 2-2. And in Syracuse women's basketball, according to Syracuse.com/orangewoman, Syracuse University led by 18 in the second half, November 14th, but prevailed 75-65. Tiana Mangakahia led Syracuse with 26 points. And center Meva Jaldi-Tabdi had 15 points and 11 rebounds. And Meva Jaldi-Tabdi is a warrior. She had a bad twisted ankle, but got 8 rebounds. And point guard Tiana Mangakahia also had 13 points on November 18th.
Wait, so they won?
They won.
Syracuse women's basketball won?
Yeah.
I thought they lost their last 2 games.
No, Syracuse men's basketball won their.
Oh, so women's basketball's doing good.
Yeah.
What's their final record right now?
Syracuse women's basketball next game versus Kansas State, November 22nd, in Cancun, Mexico.
Is that Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Day, okay.
1:30 p.m. Syracuse women's basketball records 3-1.
So, okay, well, let me say this, because we're going to get into Crunch news next, right?
Yeah.
Yes, before that, Cruncher, they rebounded, they're doing better. But I'm saying, I thought that Syracuse women's lost, but if they didn't, the men's basketball and the men's football, what happened? What happened? Men's basketball, I know we're only 2 games in, but still,
Well,
like,
4 games now.
I'm sorry, we only had 2 wins, 2 games in.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's like, well, anything can happen. You're only 2 games in. I know, but for them to lose the next 2, like, come on, guys. Like, am I right? Like,
Yeah.
they lost 2 in a row, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and the football thing is just all you need in football is 1 loss, and you're done.
Yeah.
And we're done. We're done. I know everyone thinks, oh no, we'll win the next 2. And I'm like, no, we won't. We're gonna lose the next one too. Tim, want to make a bet right now that we're gonna lose the next one?
Probably.
When they play next? What day?
November 24th.
So Friday, November 24th? Saturday.
Saturday, November 24th.
Saturday, November 24th. I'll make a bet with you on camera right now that they'll lose because they just lost momentum. They're done for the season.
Yeah. And they lost, I didn't mention it, but they lost Eric Dungeon.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, it's over.
Yeah.
Do you think, no, but honestly, the Syracuse fan in you, do you think they're going to win? A little part of you?
A little part of me thinks they might win the bowl
They might
game.
pull it out. No, this next game I'm saying.
But I don't think they're going to beat BC.
So you think they're going to lose?
Yeah.
So I'll bet they'll win then because I'm a gambler. So let's bet. You think if they're going to lose, I think they're going to win, right? All right, what are we going to bet? What's the stakes? I'll bet you, I'll bet you.
Another Schneider. Okay.
No. Let's do something with us together. I'll bet you. Okay. If I win if Syracuse wins and I win the bet, then you have to do the podcast after with a sign saying, I was wrong, I failed Syracuse the whole time. I was wrong, I failed Cuse the whole time. If you win and you were right and Syracuse loses, I'll wear a sign saying, Syracuse let me down, I'm a bad fan. Yeah?
Yeah.
Shake. It's a bet. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
And in crunch news,
Here we go. Good news, finally.
according to rawcharge.com, don't take penalties if you are the opposing team against the crunch right now.
Yes.
On November
Good
14th,
advice.
we arrived late. It was 1-0 Binghamton.
Mm-hmm.
At the first break, 13:49 into the first period. Then Quenville scored to make it 2-0. Then the onslaught began with Alex Barre-Boulet. And it was on from there
Oh, yeah.
with a 5-2 victory after the game. And after the game, goalie Eddie Pasquale got recalled to the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Which makes sense. He had a hell of a performance that
Yeah.
night. I mean, his performance that night was
Out of this world.
stellar. Out of this world. Yes, good words for it.
Hey.
Crazy.
More on that later. Connor Ingram stopped a penalty shot and got a shutout on November 16th in a 4-0 win at Utica.
Very nice. What was that, Friday?
Friday night, November
Friday
16th.
night.
Yeah.
So they're on a 3-win streak right now.
4-game winning streak.
4 game?
Yeah.
Let's get to 10 again, boys. Let's get to 10.
And hockey plays cancer night, November 17th. Laval led 3-1. Then the power play clicked again with another 5 consecutive goals. Led once again by number 12, Alex Barre-Boulet.
Conacher's still on the team, right?
Yeah.
Why haven't I heard his name so far? He hasn't been doing anything?
I mean, he scores.
He scored. Oh, yeah. Well, the Wednesday game, he had, what, 1 goal, right?
He had one, an absolute, and you can see that on our YouTube channel. And he had an absolute snipe of a goal, which I thought I caught, but I didn't.
Just, we caught the tail end of it.
Yeah. and then he scored Saturday too,
Good. Nice.
and
Okay,
Friday
good.
too.
So he scored Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 consecutive games.
Yes.
He's on a streak too.
And did I mention number 25, Cal Foote, who is Adam Foote's son, scored his first professional goal on the power play in a 6-4 crunch win on November 17th.
Wow. That's awesome.
Crunch records 8-5-1-0. The Crunch next game at Binghamton Devils, November 21st, 7:05 p.m.
As of this recording, today,
Yeah.
tonight, we're going to be listening to that. We can watch it, right, on AHL TV?
Yeah, right.
Can't wait.
I had to charge my phone. It's at like 39% right now.
It's
But
totally fine. You have your charger, right?
yeah,
We're good.
I think. I have to check.
If not, I have a charger cord right down there for you. You're fine.
NFL Week 12, Thursday, Thanksgiving Day predictions.
Yeah, what do you got?
I say Chicago 20, Detroit 40. Billy says Chicago 34, Detroit 10. And I say Washington 27, Dallas 23.
Mm-hmm.
And Billy says Washington 14, Dallas 8. And I say Atlanta 27, New Orleans 55. And Billy says Atlanta 24, New Orleans 27.
That's my opinion.
And in NFL news,
Yes.
according to the newstribune.com, Russell Wilson had 4 of 5 passes for 73 yards on November 15th.
Wow.
And for some reason, Green Bay head coach chose to punt the ball with 1 timeout.
And they were down by what, 6?
I'm like 4.
4? Yeah, big mistake.
I don't know what he was thinking on 4th down with less than 5 minutes remaining. You go for it with less than 5 minutes to go, you knucklehead.
It's a rule. Yes.
Jeez. And Seattle rallied from 11 points down to beat Green Bay 27-24, November 15th. And according to NFL.com,
Yes.
led by quarterback Drew Brees, who finished with 363 yards and 4 touchdown passes, and rookie Traquan Smith had 10 catches for 157 yards and a touchdown.
Drew Brees been in this game for what, like 10 years now?
Yeah.
That guy's like, he's approaching like Tom Brady status.
Really?
No, really, like he's been around for what, over 10 years, and he's still like producing like good results. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, the Saints have always, it has never been, I'm sorry, The Saints haven't had an awful season in what, 5 years?
5 or
years?
6 years.
Seriously, a long time, man.
And Philadelphia is now 4-6, and in search of answers. New Orleans is now 9-1. The game was November 18th. Chicago held Minnesota to 268 yards. Chicago, forced 3 takeaways, including a game-clinching touchdown on November 18th night by Eddie Jackson. Chicago record 7-3.
Pretty good for Chicago. Very good. They've been awful the past 20 years. So it's great for them.
Minnesota record 5-4-1. According
Who's the one with?
It's a tie.
Who?
I don't know who the tie. I don't remember.
Weird. NFL never ends in ties. I'm just saying it's me.
And according to articles.nj.com, the Associated Press, and this is the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, this game.
There were 14 touchdowns, 56 first downs, 105 points, with 50 from each team. The first time that's ever happened in an NFL game.
Wow.
And the Associated Press called the game a video game spectacle.
It sounds like it, man. More than 50 points each team?
Yeah.
That never happens. Never.
And Patrick Mahomes hit Tyreek Hill with a 73-yard touchdown pass. And Los Angeles Rams quarterback Jared Goff replied with 2 late touchdown passes to Gerald Everett, a backup tight end, with 31 career catches before this game on November 19th.
Wow.
That the Los Angeles Rams won 54-51. And Los Angeles Rams record 10-1. Kansas City Chiefs record 9-2.
Is this the first year for the LA Rams?
I think it's like the second or third year.
Second or third?
I think, yeah.
Were they really around last year?
I think so, yeah.
What was their record last year? Could have been that great then. If I don't remember them.
No, I don't think it
Who was
was
their
that good.
QB? Do you know?
Well, the quarterback now is Jared Goff.
New guy. Has to be.
Yeah, I think so.
Good for them. The LA Rams came out of nowhere and really made themselves a spectacle. Like, I never expected that. I'm saying.
Yeah. And in Giants news, according to Pro Football Focus, Alec Ogletree struggled in run defense, but Saquon Barkley got early inside gains on Tampa Bay. Early, and only 4 passes for Odell Beckham Jr., who had an 8-yard score that gave New York a 3-score lead early in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
And the Giants won 38-35.
And that means?
That means Philly doesn't have to shave his eyebrow.
Thank gosh. Thank you so much, Giants. All I needed was 3 wins. Did I say 4 or 3? Be honest.
I think it was 3.
It was 3?
I think it was.
I'm safe. Next year I'll make a way less worse bet.
Right?
We haven't made any bets yet, right?
I mean, Obama made the bet that Syracuse was going to lose or whatever, but...
Football.
Yeah, Syracuse football is going to win.
What was the sign?
Yeah, the sign.
Okay, go ahead.
And I say the Giants are going to beat Philadelphia 30-20.
I'll say 21-17.
And the New York Giants' next game's at Philadelphia, November 25th, 1 o'clock p.m.
Yes.
New York Giants records 3-7.
Oh, it's all bad.
NCAA basketball news, according to CBSSports.com, former Louisville and South Carolina basketball player Brian Bowen II is suing Adidas.
Oh, why?
And Bowen is also bringing litigation against many Adidas employees and consultants, including the people who have already been found guilty in federal court.
It's not good.
And his dad and Adidas had discussed a $100,000 payment plan for Bowen II to play at Louisville.
Well, I always say that college players should get money from teams because they make I've always said that college players should get money because they make the owners of the NCAA so much money and they get nothing from it. I think it's ridiculous that you can't pay. I've said it before, dude, on a previous episode, like, you should be able to pay NCAA players money because they're college students. But I will also say they should have to complete at least like an associate's degree in their major because once NCAA is done for them, basketball's done for them, NBA is done for them, you can be 25, have a career-ending injury, and then what do you fall back on?
Nothing.
You should have a degree. That's my opinion. I'm sorry.
The lawsuit says that Adidas and those men violated the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organization Act.
Ooh.
It is also attempting to establish corruption so that it ends Adidas' $100 million sponsorship agreements with Division I men's basketball teams.
It's a lot of money. That won't happen. They're not going to break that contract. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
No, I have a feeling that they won't break it.
They're not going to break that contract.
No. I mean, who's to say in like 10 years from now, another thing doesn't pop up?
It could. It happens all the time, man. Just they got caught this time. It happens all the time. But this time it was noticed and it was reported on and prosecuted. You know.
And in NBA news, according to NBA.com, J.R. Smith is parting ways with the Cleveland Cavaliers, which was announced November 20th. I can't believe I'm going to say this because Cleveland's been to the NBA Finals, 5 or 6 years in a row?
Yeah.
Cleveland's record is 2-13.
Ooh, that's so bad. That's so bad.
And the rest of hockey, according to the Las Vegas Review-Journal, Nick Holden wasn't trying to score November 15th when the puck took a T-Mobile Arena bounce off the backboards in the offensive zone when it went off the mashed potatoes and rolled into the net. Okay, it really went off a Ducks player on November 15th in a 5-0 shutout of Anaheim.
Nice Thanksgiving references. I like that.
Thomas Hika also had a puck roll in for his first of many. And according to USAToday.com, Vegas Golden Knights have been stuffed in the second period, 28-17.
They were squashed, if I may.
And Senator Pierre-Edouard Bellemare said on November 16th, after Vegas Golden Knights slid with a 4-1 loss, and it's early in the season, I know, but this has happened way too often.
What was the record right now?
Their record's 9-13-0-1.
That's bad. That's pretty bad, man.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
According to NightsOnIce.com, Cody Eakin scored his second shorthanded goal in 3 games, November 18th. Marchessault gets a strawberry pie and sets up apple pie, deflection himself out front before setting Smith up.
Of course.
And according to the Las Vegas Review-Journal, Malcolm Subban and the Vegas Golden Knights were served a pile of rotten gravy in a 7-2 loss at Calgary on November 19th. Defenseman Nick Holden said of November 19th game, it was a lack of effort.
Ooh. You don't want to hear that.
No! Vegas Golden Knights next game at Arizona, November 21st, 9 o'clock p.m.
Yes.
Vegas Golden Knights record, 9-12-0-1.
Not that good. Not that good.
In Tampa Bay Lightning news, according to the Tampa Bay Times, Braden Point rolled the puck in the net 3 times in 91 seconds.
That's like video game stuff. That right there is video game news. You know what I mean? Like video game play. It's like video game play where you can score 5 goals within a minute, but even we haven't scored 3 goals with the same player in 90 seconds.
No, never.
Never.
That was the 6th fast puck rolled in net trick in NHL history on November 15th.
Wow.
Tampa Bay Lightning win 4-3 over the Pittsburgh Penguins.
It's a record.
Their record's 14-6-1.
They're doing great.
Yeah.
Wow.
According to Raw Chart, Adam Ernie opened up the scoring on November 17th. The goal was assisted by Yanni Gord.
Syracuse.
And in a very rare assist, goaltender Louis Domingue, too.
Syracuse.
And a fitting end to the game, Anthony Cirelli had some green bean casserole.
Syracuse.
And threw up in the net with the puck. 6-5 overtime win on November 17th.
Well, glad they won.
And according to Tennessean.com,
yes,
there's no tying in hockey.
No.
Like, going into November 19th game, Tampa Bay Lightning and Nashville were both 14-5-1. So something had to give.
What happened?
Nashville won 3-2. And Tampa Bay Lightning's record, as I said, 14-6-1. Tampa Bay Lightning next game versus Florida Panthers, November 21st, 7:30 p.m.
Can't wait.
And Chicago Wolves next game at Rockford Ice Hogs, 8 o'clock p.m., November 23rd.
I'll bet you an ice cream cone that the Chicago Wolves
Wolves.
lose.
I'll bet you an ice cream cone that they won.
We'll see you next podcast.
Chicago Wolves record, 9-5-1-1.
Decent.
Manitoba Moose next game versus Iowa Wild, 8 o'clock p.m.,
Who's your
November
affiliate?
23rd. Winnipeg Jets.
Ugh.
Manitoba Moose record, 8-1-0.
Nah, that's not good.
The Monster Energy NASCAR Cup
Cup
Series news. Several lasts on November 18th. Jimmy Johnson and Lowe's and Chad Knaus. And Chad Knaus is going over to William Byron and the number 24 team.
Moving over.
Yeah.
Number 1, right?
Well, William Byron's only his third year right with Hendrick Motorsports.
Well, who's moving? Someone's moving to number 1, right? Who's that?
Kurt Busch is moving to the number 1.
Bring it on.
And Jamie McMurray driving full time. He's retiring.
Okay.
And it could be the last of Kurt Busch at Stewart Haas Racing.
What's that mean?
It means another driver's coming in from.
Oh, okay. Where's he going?
And Kurt Busch is going to Ganassi Racing.
Whoa, all right, what you got?
And Furniture Row Racing. This rule package. Casey Kane, Levine Family Racing in a Chevrolet, and Matt Kenseth again. 2018 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series champion, number 22, Joey Logano.
Fighter. A fighter. As we saw.
A year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, we were there.
And number 18, Kyle Busch, finished 4th.
That's my buddy. Woo! Kyle.
And in sports uplifting news, according to Good News Network, teen paralyzed in freak accident 13 years ago competed in the 2018 Pyeongchang Winter Olympics.
Good for them.
And today in sports history, in 1934, New York Yankees by Joe DiMaggio from the San Francisco Seals of the Pacific Coast League.
84 years ago today.
And they're now the San Francisco Giants. And you can email us at timshowandtell@yahoo.com. Like us on Facebook, Tim Show and Tell. Follow us on Twitter at Tim Show and Tell. And happy Thanksgiving from both of us at Tim Show and Tell. And until next time, have a thankful day.
I'm Billy.
I'm Tim. Oh, jeez.
I'll start over. Go ahead.
All right.
I'm Tim.
I'm Tim.
And I'm Billy.
Until next time, have a thankful day.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. One more. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Hopefully you got that.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
And thanks for subscribing to our channel.
And following us on Twitter.
And liking us on Facebook.
And giving us a high five when you see us in public.
Yeah, that too.
Boom. Your lights went out. That's when you call us.